So analyze for your prototype 2 or your version 2 of your app is going to involve now looking at what is it that your users went through at this stage with your prototype, your additions to an existing app or this new app. They have never used it before. If it's a completely new app, they're finding their way around, what all have they gone through, and again analyze it using the tools that we already described. Okay, the multi-why tools first. Okay, start off with that, saying why did they do this, why did they not do that, why did they click on this particular button and not that. So you can examine all that and find the root cause of this. This will be a lot easier for you because you've already questioned the big ones. This one will be a little easier to find out, and if you are in doubt, you can always go to your customer and say, why did you do that? What were you thinking? Okay, or what did you miss? Oh, I didn't see that one at all, would probably be a common answer you will get. Okay, so quiz that yourself or ask your users, customers, why did they do certain things, right? So that's your first thing. So try to get to the bottom of the mystery of why they are doing certain things or why they are not doing certain things. Okay, if they met the goals, great. If not, that's a great place to have analysis done. So obviously the life is not better than what it used to be, so you need to figure out why. Okay, after you've done that, of course, you can offer a certain thing. Like for example, I can think of is this perennial conflict of manufacturers of mobile devices who want more and more real estate in terms of screen size. However, it becomes uncanny to hold a device which is larger in screen size. It's very difficult to hold a tablet in your hand, right? So in that screen size, can you do what you're supposed to do? So that's a conflict, right? So that generates the conflict that you can work on. Again, it will be a interesting, important conflict, but it will be limited in scope because this is the second time you're doing it. So to sum up, we empathize and find out what is it that our users are, how are they interacting with the app, what is their experience, or what should be their experience and what is it currently. You can find that out and then analyze now, look using the two tools that we already talked about, the root cause analysis using multi-whys and the conflict of interest again. Okay, so both of them go over again. The reason is simple. There are still some problems to be solved. No solution is perfect. Remember this. This is a mantra. So that's why we keep iterating to figure out, are we going in the right direction or are we going in the opposite direction? So we use the user's experience in that way, that we are heading towards the right direction or not. Okay. So many a times it will work out, because if you have done your analysis in the first round well, then the second round will be a lot easier. But if not, here's your chance to do more work and find out what is it that we can work on. Okay. So in terms of method, it's absolutely the same way. You look at the customer journey map, and now that you've introduced this, have you changed anything? And then look at what new mannerisms or behaviors have you introduced, analyze that, get the new conflict, get the new how might we, okay, so that we can go to the next step after that. You can already predict what's the next step after this, right? So empathize and analyze, we've grouped it together because now you'll be doing your field testing, and then you'll come back and you can analyze it using the customer journey map first, the modified customer journey map first, and then move on to analysis. Okay, so output is a how might we question, or how might we questions if you have many. Okay, so good luck with that. Try this out and see how it pans out for you.